for close relatives. In respect of close relatives, that is like wife, son, daughter, and parents, etc., who live with their husband or father, mother, and son, etc., banks can obtain an identity document and a utility bill of the relative with whom the prospective customer is living, along with a declaration from the relative that the said person wanting to open an account is a relative and is staying with him. That will also be sufficient. Banks can use any supplementary evidence such as a letter received through a post or for further verification of the address. Then we have given instruction relating to politically exposed persons. Then the customers who are not available on spot, that is not face-to-face customers. Then legal persons, beneficial owners, companies, partnership firms, trusts and foundations, proprietary concerns. For every variety of the possible variety of customers, we are given instruction what the bank should be obtaining. Then banks are required to profile the customer and categorize them into various types of risk. Banks can effectively monitor, control, and reduce their risk only if they have an understanding of the normal and reasonable activity of the customer, so that they have the means of identifying transactions that fall outside the regular pattern of activity. Accordingly, banks are required to build the profile for each customer based on risk categorization. The parameters of risk perception are nature of business activity, location of customer and his clients, mode of transaction, volume of turnover, and the social and financial status and standing of the customer. An important feature of the current KYC regime is to obviate disproportionate cost to banks and burdensome regime of the customers. This is ensured by putting in place a risk-graded customer due diligence procedure, say low risk, medium risk, high risk, and appropriate due diligence level. Is risk categorization a one-time affair? No. It will be an ongoing affair, and banks should have a system of periodical review of risk categorization of accounts once in 6 months. They have to apply enhanced due diligence measures in case of risk upgradation, which depends on customer transactions and change in profile. Banks were required to complete the process of risk categorization and compiling, updating profiles of all their existing customers in the year 2013 itself. Periodic updation of customer identification data once in 2 years and once in 10 years have also been prescribed. Can a bank refuse to open an account or decide to close an account? Yes. When the bank is unable to apply appropriate customer due diligence measures, that is, bank is unable to verify the identity and or obtain documents required as per risk perception due to non-cooperation of the customer or non-reliability of the data or information or the document furnished to the bank, in that case the bank can close the account. Banks are required to closely examine the transactions in order to ensure that they are consistent with their knowledge of the client, his business, and the risk profile where necessary. Banks are also required to prescribe threshold limits for a particular category of accounts and pay particular attention to the transaction which exceeds those limits. Banks have to particularly guard against the money mules, that is, the innocent recruits or persons with fake documents. Transaction falling outside the regular, normal, and reasonable pattern of activity of the customer will be regarded as suspicious transactions. Unusually large transactions and all unusual patterns which have no apparent economic or visible lawful purpose in regard to the customer's proclaimed business and or income, activity and transaction that involve large amounts of cash inconsistent with the normal and expected activity of the customers will qualify to be deemed as suspicious transactions. Banks are required to be vigilant about these transactions. Banks are also required to develop suitable mechanism for enhancing monitoring of accounts suspected of having terrorist links and swift identification of the transactions and making suitable reports to FIU on priority basis. The STRs should include suspected cases of terrorist financing. Banks have to be particularly aware of the United Nations ACR Security Council resolution related enlisted individuals and entities and accounts and transactions are to be monitored vis-à-vis that list.